All right, welcome back. I hope you're having just an amazing day. I just got done teaching a class to our mastermind clients on double disassociation. And so I'm going to try to keep as simple as possible, but this will help you a lot if you are selling high ticket, if you're selling one-to-one, or ideally in this context, one-to-many. There's so many things you can do with disassociation. And so just to give you a quick rundown of what this is, first level disassociation is basically, I could say something to you like this. I know that you're struggling right now, but the mind sometimes will play tricks on us. The mind is designed to keep us safe, but inside, you know that you're meant for more. So what am I doing here? This is really simple, really just giving you a basic example. I wouldn't say it like that, but even Tony Robbins at his event, he says, yeah, we all have this 2 million-year-old brain, and it wasn't designed to let us grow. It was designed to keep you safe. So what are we doing here? We're disassociating people from their own brain. If you've seen me speak and I do those big pitches where I'll do like $7 million or something crazy like that off of an event, or 12 million, one of the things that I'm doing is I'm creating a disassociation frame, and I'll say something like, hey, you know that thought that you have, the one that says that you'll do it later? How much does that thought cost you? Don't let a little feeling stop you from what's having rightfully yours. Listen, it's your turn to win. So something like that. So I'm getting you to realize there's you. I'm not saying I'm not saying like it's you. I'm saying it's those thoughts and those feelings. So what are we doing? I'm disassociating you from your own thoughts and feelings. Now, why is this powerful? Well, we can recognize patterns of thought, feeling, and emotion in people and recognize that's not you, that's not them. And then we create some space where people can begin to even objectively look at their own thoughts and feelings. And in that disassociation, they no longer control them. So this is powerful. And so really quick, I just did this session on double disassociation. And just so I give you a good example, I spent probably about 8 hours implementing some of this into ChatGPT AI. I'm new to the AI game, by the way. I know I'm off some tangents here, but bear with me, it'll be worth it. And it's phenomenal, the learning that it has done and what we're doing with people's presentations and scripts. By the way, little commercial here. If you want us to review your presentation, we put it through a software that takes a lot of our frames, basically 12, but there's a lot more. And we can show you how to frame your content and frame the audience and frame your offer differently. And it will review your presentation and spit out a score and tell you exactly what you can do to make it better. So if you want that, we break it down for you. Just make a comment below or look in the show notes and you'll see a link. Actually do that, go to the show notes and we'll put a link in there on where you can upload your presentation. It is powerful and you'll see how much more persuasive, influential, and profitable it can be. Commercial over. So double disassociation. What is this? And so here's a quick little definition for you. Is a psychological technique used to challenge beliefs or install new perspectives without triggering resistance. Key. Instead of telling someone that they are doing something wrong or they are wrong, you describe what someone else does, then what someone else they know does. So this is also, if you heard me talk about attack and confess, I'll attack myself or somebody else. But what we're doing is getting people not to have this ego triggered response, like feeling attacked. We can create several layers of disassociation. And in that, we can challenge the heck out of that or other people. And they're subconsciously getting those beliefs. This is powerful. Like I often say, hey, if you're getting in your presentation or your sales call, I can't afford it. Well, it's not that they can't afford it. It's just you've not helped them figure out enough reasons why they can do it. Listen, everything is figure outable. And if you've not given them reasons to figure it out, that's on you. You need to just figure out what's in your presentation that's making them resist buying, which is what they want to do, and then fix that part of your presentation. So as I'm saying that, you become more likely to not give me the money objection. Like you're gonna have to pause on this and like think about it for a bit. All the advanced people do this. Nobody teaches it though. So double disassociation, now we're doing 2 layers. So it might be this. First disassociation could be where you wouldn't say you suck or you have this problem. Say a lot of people I coach have this problem. So I'm talking about somebody else. Now it's not directive. Second level, you add another layer and say a lot of people I coach, their clients seem to struggle with this. So then I can go really deep into that and I can hammer those people. So instead of saying something like you have limiting beliefs around money, I could say, a lot of my clients tell me that their clients struggle with money, not because of money, but because self-belief. They just don't believe in themselves. So as I'm saying that 2 levels deep, it is influencing you. And so here's what I want you to think about, and this will be a short video. Think about these intense statements where you have challenged one of your prospects and maybe they had a knee-jerk reaction or some resistance to it. Think, how could you put this in the context of a story or talking about somebody else or even talking about yourself? That's level 1. Or level 1 again, separating people from their own thoughts and feelings, and then you being on the same side of the table and objectively looking at those thoughts patterns, that creates a different connection with you. And so the way that we do it, and when we review presentations, there's a lot that we can do in the stories before we challenge people that really speeds this up. But think about if you're doing a seminar, a webinar, or presentation, get really clear. And you probably heard me say this before, but you should have clear lists. Like, what do they need to think, feel, and believe about you, about themselves, and about your offer in order to buy? And then what are all the objections, objects in the way of them saying yes? And you want to craft content that handles those objections. Here I'm saying specifically in the content that you're using to overcome objections, have those explicit objections listed out and talk about how other people had them or how other people knew people that had them, and then attack those. So just like I did here, say they often believed it was money, but really it was self-belief. And so the question comes for you, why don't you believe yourself? Or what do you need to do to reinforce the belief that you are worthy? Money is just the byproduct of value. Now, you have value, do you agree? So the question is, where are you keeping yourself from really communicating the value you already have? Because if we can fix that, you'll never have to worry about money again, true? So what we're doing is we're going around these objections, and I'll end up posting some stories of how we do it. But for this short video, I'm actually taking off tomorrow and I'm going to speak at Taylor Welch's event. I love that guy, such a smart guy. And I'm teaching some really advanced framing techniques. So if you're interested in this stuff, make sure that you go down below and you enter in how to get your presentation reviewed. It's awesome. You'll make more money. We'll give you some feedback. Booyah. Or if you get to come to one of my events, we teach you about 30 of these different frames. And there's no way you don't make more money and have a heck of a lot more fun. But just for now, start making. So come back here, watch a lot of these videos, and start taking some notes on what you learn here. For today's note, disassociation. And start plugging this stuff into your presentation. And I'm going to have further, more tactical tools, but I wanted to make this somewhat conceptual with a couple ideas. But the main takeaway is, hey, don't attack your prospect. Don't attack people when you can just attack their thoughts or attack other people or other people's other people. Like, begin to think in layers, and those beliefs, once communicated effectively, will subconsciously influence your prospects in a way without the resistance. That's it for now. Comment down below. Let me know what kind of stuff you want to hear. I'll make more of it. And if you want your presentation reviewed, you know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe. You know the game. Much love. Hope you're having a good night. Bye.